Police are called after tempers flare at a high school soccer match, and a Magoffin County man is preparing to enter a guilty plea in an enticement and cyberstalking case. I'm Robin Tillman, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Emotions boiled over during a high school soccer match Tuesday night between Pikeville and Prestonsburg, resulting in fans being booted from the match and police called to the scene to keep the peace. Nick spoke with Pikeville police about the problem of unruly fans at children's games.
A recent Pikeville soccer game saw fans turn rowdy, which resulted in Pikeville police officers being called to the scene to break things up. It started when insults toward one team's fans were yelled across the field until a verbal fight broke out, which caused officers to vacate both sides of the spectator stands to allow the game to proceed. Pikeville Police Public Information Officer Tyson Lockridge tells us more.
It was a verbal altercation that law enforcement were called in for. Upon arrival, they were able to separate all of the parties involved in the verbal altercation. And the big thing that we look at that point is the event that we're coming to and being called to. It's a children's soccer game. And that's something that we want to encourage people to be out there for. Like, we love the fact that parents are out supporting their children and getting to be there as a community. We love that. But what we do want to do is we want to make sure that we're not getting in these types of incidents to where the police have to come to a children's event.
Lockridge goes on to say this situation can serve as a learning opportunity in good public sportsmanship and etiquette. This is not a typical scenario in which police should be involved, but rather could be solved through normal conversation.
We can't ever say that we're not going to show up whenever somebody calls 911. If they call, we're coming. But what we want to do is make sure that we're educating people on how can we figure out a situation to where the police don't have to come in the first place. Because who wants to be at an event with their family and then the cops show up to tell them that they have to leave the stands? I don't think that there's anybody that wants to be in that situation. I understand that there are emotions and things that go into situations like this with verbal altercations, but we just have to remember what the true meaning of being there is for and what we're trying to accomplish, and that's being there as a community and as a family to support the kids on the field.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Nick Collum.
A Magoffin County man now appears ready to accept responsibility for accusations that he used social media in an attempt to convince a minor to engage in sexual activity. 32-year-old Jordan Cobb of Salyersville was indicted in April on charges of online enticement and cyberstalking. He is accused of using social media to try to persuade a minor to have sex in April and May of 2023, then trying to intimidate the minor in June of 2024. Cobb formerly worked as a middle school teacher in Magoffin County. On Monday, his attorney filed a motion for rearrangement, saying his client wishes to change his plea. The judge agreed and set a hearing for October 6th. Coming up after the break, more than 7 months after being flooded, a Pike County business reopened today. We'll get a look at the new gaming company when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. In girls volleyball news, Betsy Lane battled to the very end Monday night, outlasting Hazard in a 5-set thriller to take a 3-2 victory. Junior standout Jaden Jarrell once again fueled the offense, finishing with 28 kills and a serving ace. She was backed by senior Harlan Sloan, who added 9 kills and an ace. On the defensive end, sophomore Kaylee Parsons recorded 4 blocks, while 8th grader Kennedy Allen and junior Aubrey Williams chipped in 2 each. The win lifts Betsy Lane to 10-8 overall. The Lady Bobcats return to the court tonight in Paintsville, with first serve set for 6 p.m. Elsewhere Monday night, Johnson Central defeated Paintsville 3-1. Letcher Central swept Pikeville 3-0. Prestonsburg outlasted East Ridge 3-2, and Shelby Valley topped Pike Central 3-0. On to boys soccer, the Belfry Pirates overwhelmed Pike Central Monday night, rolling to an 8-0 shutout win. Noah Hale and Adam Kimball led the offensive surge with 2 goals apiece, while Tucker Sloan, Ashton Evans, Bryce Kohari, and Mason Young each added a goal. Jackson Baldwin, along with Evans, Sloan, and Hale, chipped in with assists. The win lifts Belfry to 6-6 overall, while Pike Central falls to 5-8. The Pirates will host Harlan County on Wednesday at 7:30. The Hawks are back in action tonight in Paintsville, with kickoff set for 6:30. Elsewhere in boys soccer Monday night, Letcher Central topped Jenkins 9-1, while Paintsville blanked Shelby Valley 8-0. In regional golfing news, congratulations to Prestonsburg Black Cat 7th grader Scarlett Cook. She's qualified for semi-state Tuesday at the girls' regional golf tournament. And Mountaintop Sports is happy to announce the big shot of the week, Miles Maynard of the Belfry Middle School football team. Maynard's talent and hard work earned him this week's spotlight, along with $50 cash, a family 4-pack of movie passes, and a feature right here on Mountaintop Sports. For the latest area high school, college, and sports news, check us out at mountain-topsports.com or on our Facebook page, X, or TikTok. For Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Where do all the phone chargers go? No one knows, but at Appalachian Wireless, we've got all the backups you'll ever need. The cords, the blocks, the car chargers, power banks, even screen protectors and cases. So stock up now so your phone is always protected and stays connected. Right now, it's buy one, get one 50% off. So what are you waiting for? Go into your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location to see how you can get connected and stay protected for less. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
This year has been a long road for the gaming company, from having their store flooded by several feet of water to finding a new space and getting it remodeled. But all of that work came to fruition today as their bigger and, many fans would say better, store opened in Pikeville. I went to the grand opening to get a look. Plenty of friends, family, and loyal customers showed up today for the long-awaited reopening of the gaming company in Pikeville.
Well, it's reopening day here. We've been down since February the 15th when the flood hit us down in Coal Run. And today is our long-awaited 7+ month trudge into finding a new location, getting it remodeled, getting it restocked and staged and cleaned up, and it is finally ready. We were putting finishing touches on it just 15 minutes ago.
The new space is substantially larger than their last location, enabling them to carry more merchandise and offer more services.
I mean, we went from a 5,600 square foot place before for the whole store to just under 11,000 square feet for gaming and retail. And then we have additional space for our back of house and online operations, like our TCGplayer.com card operations, which was normally in a separate facility, is now also in the second story of this building, and that we have approximately 10 million card singles in the facility that are available for sale that normally people could only do online. It's one of the world's largest inventories of Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh card singles. We consistently stay in the top 3 in North America and consequently basically the planet. But we greatly expanded our board games. We are now over 1,000 unique titles available for sale in the storefront, as well as our Funko Pops. We almost tripled our Funko Pop space and availability and roughly doubled our video game space and availability.
Friend and customer Noah Atkins was very excited to see the new space and the new items they're offering.
This place is massive because when I first came in here, they still had the walls. And I was like, I don't know how they're going to do this. This is strange. And then they knocked the walls down and it opened up. And I was like, we have so much more room for activities. Oh, the selection's crazy. They went from like a section of board games. And I'm not like the biggest board game player, but it was so cool to go from these are our board games to we have thousands. They have some great old Sega Genesis classic games and then some ones I'd never seen before. They have a Michael Jackson Moonwalker, and it's very interesting.
The gaming company is now located at 265 Hambley Boulevard and will be open 7 days a week. Check out their Facebook page for more information. That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Robin Tillman for Mountaintop News.